Everybody talked about LeBron being absent. How much do you think the Lakers miss Schroeder down the stretch, guys?
Valuable. Mr. Mulatto's Cam Payne with the finish over Anthony Davis.
Here's Cam Payne for three, and rebounded by Harrell. The Grizzlies, as Davis misses. See what Ja Morant does in wake of that spectacular performance against Golden State. Johnson for three. Payne inside for Saric. Back out to Payne. The shot clock at 3. Payne from 15. Tipped up and in by Saric. Here's Kuzma. Been conspicuous by his silence so far. Caruso from deep. And one and done for the Lakers. Here's Payne.
Live body. He looks like he's ready to take over at any point.
There's Cam Payne with the floater. Left it on the front rim. Johnson. Payne with a sidestep three. And one and done for Phoenix. Back comes Horton Tucker. Payne with a sidestep three. And one and done for Phoenix. Back comes Horton Tucker. James, great pass to Harrell, and one.
If Cam Johnson can defend like Bridges.
Cam Payne missed that floater. LeBron coming back the other way.
Doncic is a great talent.
Tim Hardaway Jr. also making some big shots for the Mavericks. The floater by Cam Payne. Left it on the front rim, rebounded by Kuzma. I had an audio problem too there, Mark. Crowder catch and shoot three. Back out to Johnson. Payne with another opportunity. Finally got one.
LeBron James, like a lot of guys, does that on the regular basis. So to me, we got to figure out which rules we're going to call and which rules we're going to let go.
And not just LeBron James, but Cam Payne. And not just LeBron James, but Cam Payne broke the three-point line.
Exactly.
As he shot the free throw.
LeBron corrals the loose ball, takes it in, and one.
He's a floor spacer. Not only is he a great passer, but he can knock down threes.
Outside Cameron Payne, who was ejected in game one. Gasol's got it. Look at the pass. Morris. So the Lakers run a 14-2 run over the Phoenix Suns. And points off turnovers, a big number so far. 11 zip Lakers. It's Booker. Got it. And they cross-court it. Caldwell Pope three. Rebound by Morris. Snares it, but he throws it away. It's Payne. Got the screen. Switch on D. Gasol can't keep up, and Booker will fly and knife his way right to the rack. Horton. They'll go the other way. Horton Tucker, or rather Matthews in the corner, lets one fly. The rebound by Crowder is out there with Payne. Paul back on the floor. Ayton is in the middle, and here comes Payne driving off the wing, and AD snares the loose ball for the Lakers. The Utah Jazz 52-20.
Tremendous season.
Payne trying to go inside. A lot of size, a lot of length. Horton Tucker will take it the other way.
Can sit his young star over there on the bench with the offense somewhat stalled.
It's Payne with a burst.
Nice.
And he finds Ayton inside, and he's got 10.
I told our guys yesterday that we're not going to let anything take our focus off this game. I have a great deal of respect for the Lakers, and I know Chris wouldn't do anything like that.
You're playing chess, and other teams are going to try to play checkers with you. The checkers is being fast, making him defend. But then if you don't do that, then he's just, like I said,
he has had a huge impact on this entire organization as Payne tries to get one up and does, but is fouled on the play. Is Caldwell Pope, who has no points on 4 shots so far. 85% free throw shooter Cameron Payne at the line. Chris Paul still being looked at on the sideline, watching his minutes tonight. Payne drains the second one on this second quarter for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Leading scorer for the Lakers.
There's a high flyer and Ayton at the other end. Who got the alley-oop and slams it down. Who got the alley-oop and slams it down for the Phoenix Suns.
And Ayton, the leading scorer for the Suns, with 7-7 from the field, 14 points.
Down for the Phoenix Suns.
And Ayton, the leading scorer for the Suns, with 7-7 from the field, 14 points.
How about that move defensively by Cameron Payne? Bridges had 10 points in game one. Shoots 43% beyond the arc. There's Schroeder onside, probing, driving, scooping, foul. Driving is Payne, and no one there to stop him. Suns the 2 seed, Lakers the 7 seed. Screen by Davis, switch on D, step back 3, LeBron, no. Out to Payne by Pope, up and off the rim and fought for inside and picked up by Drummond, who collects his 12th. This is the component they did not get in game 1. Ayton sees a wide open lane and does the reverse. What a play right there.
Yeah, tonight and for the last couple of days, you talk about the leadership intangibles of Chris Paul. I was told that Chris Paul, before the playoffs started, held a gathering at his house.
This is eating him being on the sideline right now.
Caldwell Pope's on Booker. Here goes Crowder. Payne open in the corner, 3. Finally gets one to drop, and Crusoe's close was late. Booker's got 19 to lead the Suns. 22 from Schroeder leading the Lakers. Payne around the screen and goes to the rack, and his reverse is good.
Especially with this young team on the floor here right now for the Suns.
It's Payne. Right by Gasol. LeBron has made 3 triples tonight. Booker and Gasol, and Kuzma comes over, and Payne is there. Blows by Caldwell Pope. Johnson in the corner.
Good answer. They needed that answer going into this 4th quarter.
It's Payne. Shot clock, there's a 3, and he's strong. Nice rebound inside by the leaping James.
Couple of big threes from Cam Johnson late, closing the gap. Book raising up for the triple, won't get it. DA with a one-hand rebound.
A long rebound right there. DA ready to get it.
Cam Payne connects on another triple. The Suns have knocked down 4 of their last 7.
We just saw Payne put in a 3. He's got 14. LeBron sets up from 14. Payne's been terrific with 14 points in 24 minutes. Wheels around the defense and puts up a 3. And put back up and in by Crowder. Mismatch now against Drummond with the switch. And open is Payne. And even more open is Crowder. Oh, he got it to go! Down, up, submarines, and kicks it out. 3, Crowder, no. Picked up by James, court length to Davis. And he is shoved by Payne at the other end. Chris Paul and Schroeder. Payne out there. There's Caruso. A 3 for the top.
Payne has been fantastic, Kevin.
Screen Gasol. Shot clock at 5. Anthony Davis will spin and dance. 3, LeBron. And the rebound by Payne. Last lead mid-first quarter for Phoenix. 12-11. Payne will scoop it up and slammed in, and the Suns have taken the lead. Payne the other way. He's going to plunge right into the paint.
He's been so solid for him. The big 2 for the Lakers, who struggled in game 1.
Here comes Payne. A robust move inside. Lost the ball. Down goes Davis. A whistle and a Payne foul.
The big 2 for the Lakers, who struggled in game 1.
Here comes Payne. A robust move inside. Lost the ball. Down goes Davis. A whistle and a Payne foul.
From the Lakers' perspective, you need to be able to make plays off the dribble against this Phoenix team. Excellent work that's on Caruso and Davis.
Here's Booker getting a late clock here. He puts one up off the window. Nicely done. Gasol passes up a 3, gives it up. And AD got a man in the air. Ayton, now he'll pull a long 2. And he is a finalist for NBA Coach of the Year. Quinn Snyder and Tom Thibodeau on that list. Caruso coming out of the quarter break, turns it over. Johnson hits the deck.
Because of the turnaround in New York and also the continuation of success that the Suns had and brought that into this year. You see, I think that was Torrey Craig in the corner.
20 of the 29 points coming in the paint. Monty Williams goes with Frank Kaminsky here. And that's going to be Wesley Matthews fouled. I think his toes were behind the line, down in a heap. And then Matthews just 4 minutes in game 2. Some early minutes here today. Payne, little nifty move. He scores it, looking for a foul. Chris Paul in his first run played 10 minutes, 4 points. had 2 assists.
I mean, just classic on. It just reminded me of days just when you're just talking a little smack across the boards and then you back it up on the opposite end with a dunk. I mean, just classic on. It just reminded me of days just when you're just talking a little smack across the boards and then you back it up on the opposite end with a dunk. In order for the Lakers to repeat, does Anthony Davis have to be the best player on the court all the time for the Lakers?
Nice feed. DeAndre Ayton cashes one in. Lakers push their lead to 16. They're up 13 now. Both teams having a poor shooting performances, especially the Suns. That's another 3-ball down.
Get this game under double digits. On DeAndre Ayton has been the guy inside, chose to kick it back out.
For your shot to experience everything courtside has to offer Michelob Ultra, giving you the chance to win tickets to the NBA playoffs as well as some amazing prizes. Davis has scored the last 9 for LA. That's a nice finish by the lefty Cameron Payne. And now swipe from behind. Payne picks the pocket of Gasol all the way in with the reverse. He scores. And now swipe from behind. Payne picks the pocket of Gasol all the way in with the reverse. He scores. Kuzma was closing fast, but Payne gets the layup.
All you got to do is look at the scoreboard and realize the Laker defense has been awesome tonight. Here is Payne as he scores to start the quarter. Charge right now. Scoop. Davis. And the stop by Matthews. The shake and bake. Kuzma corner. Rebound.
Now the crowd was waiting for that one.
Cameron Payne. No. Kuzma with a board.
One single, mill ain't go. That's nothing right there, BA.
There's Payne, gives it to Ayton, and Ayton scores inside. Very effective in the first half into Payne was DeAndre Ayton.
As I say, if the Lakers figure out a 3-ball situation, and right on cue was Marc Gasol.
Just under 7 minutes to play. Game 4 on ABC Sunday. Crowder looking for his first basket and gets it.
To get one in LA at some point.
Well, you got to be realistic. You want to win too, but you know if you can get one, you've done your job. Phoenix right now in transition, they see if they can convert. But here's the thing about it. After this game, you retool and see if you can get the next.
Other part of the story, the Lakers had a couple of Game 1 losses in the bubble, and famously, Charles Barkley calling for a sweep after the Blazers beat the Lakers. Payne has been able to give him some points here, and that pass too hot. Turnover Phoenix. And Davis falls down, and right there is Payne. He'll pull a 3. Payne's got another one. That pass too hot. Turnover Phoenix. And Davis falls down, and right there is Payne. He'll pull a 3. Payne's got another one. Payne at the controls. Here's Booker now. And finds the hot hand, and Payne in and out. Crowder with the offensive board. That's going to be a foul on LA. Coming up on the 3.5-minute mark of this fourth quarter. Lakers at one point led by 21. And the pass unable to be handled by Davis. Turnover Lakers. Crowder gives it back to Booker. Booker goes strong and scores it. A little icing on the cake for the LA Lakers.
Well, you know what they did by extending the game. That just shortened my cigar time after after this game, my man.
Here's Bridges. Kyle Kuzma's come on for LA, as is Alex Caruso. Payne, 3-pointer, well short. Rebound, Karam's all the way back out to Payne. Don't see that very often. And then Booker knocks down the 3. Here's Bridges. Kyle Kuzma's come on for LA, as is Alex Caruso. Payne, 3-pointer, well short. Rebound, Karam's all the way back out to Payne. Don't see that very often. And then Booker knocks down the 3. Kyle Kuzma's come on for LA, as is Alex Caruso. Payne, 3-pointer, well short. Rebound, Karam's all the way back out to Payne. Don't see that very often. And then Booker knocks down the 3. Booker, but Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges, who's such a terrific young talent. And Payne has kind of found a nice home here in Phoenix. Misses that shot, however. Especially Ayton has been so consistent as Davis misses the 3. Kept alive by Kuzma.
Again, the size just overwhelming on the offensive board.
Torrey Craig has come on now for the Phoenix Suns. Payne lines up the three. He's been shooting the three ball extremely well all season. And Cameron Payne will bring it up the other way. Payne tries yet another three. That one off the mark. Kuzma the board. Craig to Payne. 7 on the 24. Payne kicks it back up. Craig. Plenty of time to set. Nobody near him. He knocks down a three-pointer. Suns have scored 8 straight. Kyle Kuzma some good minutes off the bench. 10 straight points by the Lakers. Payne and a goaltend.
But the second unit of Phoenix right now.
McLemore fires again. That one an air ball. He thought he got hit.
He says, can't get happy on the farm, guys. Keep playing. Mike?
Thank you, Rachel.
And mentioning that as the Suns force another turnover, and Antetokounmpo had one for the ages. You don't play with your food.
And Crowder knocks down the three-pointer, his second three after all the struggles.
Good and to accomplish in this league. You need energy, you need competitiveness.
As Payne scores now again with the signing after the buyout.
That's one thing that we've seen him bring to the table. So in my searching, I would have stumbled onto him having an opportunity in this ballgame.
But I watched him now. His attitude looks strong. He's not outwardly, at least.
And you give the fake clapping and all that, but deep inside you're thinking, these clowns are in the game in front of me on both teams. You're telling me that these guys are better than me, and that's what he's thinking since his earlier days in the league.
He's tough too, just not afraid of the contact. Cameron Payne not afraid. Drive to the basket on the reverse, and the lead is 15. James fouled as Payne got in the way.
Where he's able to go quickly and off one dribble like he did just there.
Kuzma blocked from behind. Torrey Craig, nice rejection. Here comes Crowder. Bumps into Morris, lays it up and in.
One dribble like he did just there.
Kuzma blocked from behind. Torrey Craig, nice rejection. Here comes Crowder. Bumps into Morris, lays it up and in. Jay Crowder in double figures with 14.
Sometimes it's as simple as putting your best player in a high pick and roll. James turned the corner and got right to the rim.
Payne unable to finish that time. Payne with 6 to shoot. James on him. Payne off the bounce, flips it up, shot, rolls around and drops through. Nice play from Cameron Payne.
Phoenix's high mark in this series has been 100 points.
Payne blocked by Gasol. Payne gets it back. Shot clock still running, flips it up, shot short. And Gasol the rebound, and not a smart foul there by Payne. Payne blocked by Gasol. Payne gets it back. Shot clock still running, flips it up, shot short. And Gasol the rebound, and not a smart foul there by Payne. Payne blocked by Gasol. Payne gets it back. Shot clock still running, flips it up, shot short. And Gasol the rebound, and not a smart foul there by Payne. Payne blocked by Gasol. Payne gets it back. Shot clock still running, flips it up, shot short. And Gasol the rebound, and not a smart foul there by Payne.
Nothing like in a big playoff game having a guy that can control you offensively and make sure you get a quality look.
Cameron Payne trying to get the pass inside to Ayton, deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
Textbook defense. They're helping out on LeBron in the post and able to close out to the shooters by the Suns.
Booker, Bridges, and a three is put in by newly instated Cameron Payne. Out there, Caruso, Gasol, Kuzma, Matthews, and LeBron James. Driving inside, slithering for 2. That's a basket by Cameron Payne.
Continue to shoot and those shots with confidence from downtown.
Payne is evasive. Then jets inside. Looking run by the Suns in this pivotal game 5. Lakers without Anthony Davis. 3, Kuzma, close, Crowder. Rebound, Payne. James is on Bridges. Matthews is on Payne. Cameron Payne again elusively taking it in. Squirts inside for 2. Rebound, Drummond.
And right now the Lakers have been getting some stops here in the last few possessions as Cameron Payne tries to draw a charge against LeBron James.
It's Devin Booker, the All-Star. Kaminsky a screen for Payne's triple.
5-10 feet from the basket. His size, his strength, and his skill level. I'd like to see more of that from LeBron.
James with 7. Good fake there. Evasive move inside. Booker hits the deck. Fouled on the play. Counted for 2. Schroeder the other way. Kuzma, clock ticking. Long 3 from Tempe, and it's off, and the quarter comes to a close. It couldn't have gone better for the Phoenix Suns. They shot 54%.
As 26.
Yeah, KCP and Schroeder each with nothing so far. Cameron Payne all the way, but he shows the basketball.
Chris Paul and Payne now. 2 ball handlers back there. Caruso comes out on him. The Phoenix Suns are shooting 58%. Payne on the switch against James.
The Suns are getting whatever they want and have been effective.
The galloping Kuzma the other way, and he goes right into Payne, and a whistle and a foul.
Focus and understanding the importance and the sense of urgency for tonight's game.
Craig goes on Horton Tucker. He can create his own shot as the second-year player out of Iowa State tries to take it in. Rebound snared by Cameron Johnson, who began at Pitt and finished at Carolina. Here comes Payne. 14 first half. How he learned how to be a pro. Had all the skills coming out of Murray State. He was a high pick. Here's his triple. But it didn't click early on in his career, and he had to kind of move around. LeBron James overall has looked less to score than in any other series other than the 2011. The trailing Payne and Caruso there. Harrell's had kind of a disappointing series. 3 Payne. And Talen Horton-Tucker will take it the other way. Collides into the defense of Payne with the turnover. Hold on here. Kaminsky saves it on a pass. A little bit too much of a lead. And Wesley Matthews, or rather McLemore, takes it, and he had that ball rejected from behind by Bridges. Little hook by Harrell and picked up by Craig. We send you live to the court in Phoenix, and Chris Haynes.
Guys, Chris Paul obviously is back on the bench. I was told that he was evaluated for that right shoulder, and he checked out okay.
Devin Booker bounces now to Mikal Bridges. Won a couple of titles at Villanova. Cameron Payne gets fouled, or no? No, he did not. Underneath, Bridges scores as they got the second chance opportunity.
Relentless down low. Great second jump there. Hopefully he can provide some spark and energy, but these Suns are just shooting incredible. 10 for 12.
Switch on defense. Harrell up top. James really up top. Knifing his way inside. Plowing now. With the miss is Harrell. It's off of Morris. And Phoenix's ball. Can detonate at any time with the drive. A very explosive player. Shot clock at 3. He's got to go here. And sure enough, in the paint with a floater on the fly. Can detonate at any time with the drive. A very explosive player. Shot clock at 3. He's got to go here. And sure enough, in the paint with a floater on the fly. Miss. And he kicks it out to Bridges. Another rebound for the Phoenix Suns, +8. Payne, 3, no. James there to Spirit. Bridges right on his tail. Into the nest of defenders. 2.5 to play in the half from Los Angeles. If Phoenix wins, they win this series. Great feet inside. Payne lasers one to Booker.
Just a beautiful read there. Cameron Payne noticed that KCP's head was down. Great delivery and pass, and great defense right there. Payne with the block.
Matthews on him. Payne against Caldwell Pope. He'll slash. He'll put it up. Another miss. Craig can't put it in.
Trap. Cause some havoc defensively and spread the floor on offense. And once again, a turnover. Cameron Payne trying to drive.
Torrey Craig is in. With a drive right here by Payne and a miss on the doorstep. 7 games in 07 and in 12. It's only happened 4 times, and Payne lets it go right through the wicket. Fumbles it away.